What? So whatever angle you hold it, it will move. Sick.
It's fixed on Lee, huh?
Smarter than me, man.
That's sick still.
Okay, it's fixed on me now.
Cool. Welcome to Views from the Gardens, Lymore Gardens podcast, season 3. Season 3 in the podcast, season 5 of us running. We now have 3 teams running. We got first team, second team, and we got Sunday team. Around the table, we've got Paul Roberts, aka Veteran, aka the Doff, which is
Director of football.
Aye. Also, we got Bubba. Man don't chat nothing shy. We got Telstar. We got Mark Offord, no beard. We got 4 inside. We got Flash. We got Aguero. We got Sean, aka Flatbox. Don't know what that is now. What is it? What do you call it?
Carbox.
Curlbox.
Yeah, man.
And we got Asher the Smasher, the aka the
Bleep, mash.
yeah, you can't say it no more. Man's off
Pum
record.
masher, right? Pum masher, innit?
Not anymore, man. He's got one girl. And we got Boss Benj in the building. So today we played Baresi, FC Baresi, and the final score was 2-2. The starting lineup was what, P?
Baby 4 in goal, and we started with Bubba, Marcel, 4 at the back, Tierney on the right, Rashford on the left, and Offord and
Bradley
Williams in the middle, and little D, Dylan, Flash up top.
Yes. So, who wants to talk about the game? Bubba, first half? Anyone want to talk about the first half?
I'll let someone else get in there before me.
Go on, Toe. Come. What do you think about the first half? Come.
No, I'm cameraman.
Anyone want to talk about the first half?
Ash, come and talk about the first half. Someone.
Oh, Offord, come. You must first half, come.
Who is that? Who is that over there with no beard?
Come closer.
Is that the why do you reckon that was?
Wait, is that recording the voice as well? Oh.
Do you reckon the formation switch made us more defensive?
Because before we switched, we was on top.
Yeah. I think we switched because we had the extra man in midfield, and once we took that extra man out of midfield, the 2 midfielders that were left was struggling a bit because they was getting told to press and get told to set back, mixed messages, and it made their life hell.
So where does the mixed messages come from?
I don't know, because I wasn't telling them to press, I was telling them to sit back, because once you press, then that's when they're getting behind you. I would rather them sit deeper and let them other guys, because Marvin on the other team and all that was just looking to get in behind you all the time. Once they got behind them, they're running us. Is that Ash?
It's definitely mixed messages, isn't it? Because if you're telling them that, and me seeing it from the front...
I wasn't saying to come into the defence, because I was saying to Mark, I said, when he does step into the back 4, I'll take him, or the back 3, I'll take him. When he does drop deep, one of the midfielders got to take him. So what was happening, I mean, Marvin kept on just literally drifting, unnoticed, in behind them. And then turning on it, he's got his options. He'd have 3 guys in front of him he can pass to. And that's when we was getting smashed. I didn't know whether to go or come, or stay back.
Yeah, our distances were wrong.
Even with the goal, I went and... So the time I did go and press that guy, the ball's gone between us, it's gone behind me. No one swept me behind, and he's gone. Clear on that goal. In the end, Marvin, it's
bubbled out, and then someone said leave it, and then they licked
the build
it.
up to that was I went and pressed the guy.
Yeah.
It's got in behind me.
Yeah.
And then it's me and him running towards our own goal. And then he's don't know what he's done. He's just dropped on Marvin at some point. He just roofed it.
Stanley.
Someone said, apparently, he shouted out, leave it. And the referee said, no, there's no problem with that. You can say leave it. So I don't know if that's what is that. I must have been lied to for like
Is that a
30
rule
years.
change?
Huh?
Is that a rule change?
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
And start showing your age now, Bob.
But we're gonna be respectful
I'm
to
an
the
old man
officials. We're gonna be respectful to the
Yeah,
officials.
saying
He
that
gave
it was the first time that we had actual linos and an actual ref.
They weren't bad. They was alright. But I don't understand that. Is that I still need to go and Google it or something.
We'll find that. We'll find that out. We'll Google that.
Not
But
gonna change anything.
so the first half, what we're saying is that did we play too deep or was we just too far from each other?
We played too deep.
Play too deep, yeah. And the mixed messages came from players on the field or management.
I don't know.
Players
There's
on the
one
field.
point someone told Mark to cover. I didn't tell him to cover. I thought it was alright. That's why we got 3 at the back. So if one of our guys does go, we don't need a midfielder to step in for him.
We can't hear you. Can't hear you. Sorry, Mark. Sit there, Marky.
I'll just say that when we've got 3 playing centre back like that and we're moving into that transition period, for me to stand on the centre back is just another wasted body. Because then you're leaving Brad with the entire midfield.
Yeah,
And their 26 was floating, he was floating, but if I deal with him, they've still got their number 10 and the Marvin guys are in the middle and they're just walk through. It just felt to me that we went deep, very deep, quite quickly. First 10 minutes when we was pushing out, it was alright.
Yeah.
And then
It started getting negative, didn't it? Our movements are very negative.
I think we started feeling a bit pressured, don't you think? And then we just reverted back to.
You know when we had the ball, yeah? Did you find yourself in a lot of space when you had the ball?
The first half, I didn't get it.
Exactly, because there wasn't a lot of space. Because what was they doing? They weren't. So let's say I got the ball at the back, they weren't really pressing me too much, or whoever had the ball in midfield, they weren't really running into them. Because as soon as that person runs into them, now Ash is free behind that person who's, you know what I mean? Instead, they just thought, sit back, and they actually said it. Let them go short. Yeah, let them play it through. Let them try and play it through us. They said it. Number 26 said that. And that's what I said we should be doing.
That's what we
if you
used
sit
to do.
back,
That's
a
exactly.
flat
Thank
four,
you. That was my point at half time. What they were doing is what we normally do, but we just felt we had to chase them around. We was just doing bare shit, dropping back, and it just went left. Like we forgot to play our tactics, and then we just tried to play with and get outplayed by them. But half time, what was the score? 2-0 in it. Half time.
1-0.
1-0. 2-0 half time. We was losing 2-0 at half time.
1-0 at half time. 1-0.
Oh shit, yeah, they scored early in the first half, innit? They scored early in the first half.
Yeah, and then they scored early in the second. It was 1-0 at half.
Even that one, you know what happened with the goal? Someone said, push up. I don't know who said it. We pushed up, and next thing, they've clipped it in behind us. I mean, obviously the guy who they clipped into in the first place didn't score, but inevitably they did score in the end. Why? Because we push up too early. It's because as soon as that ball goes, people think, push up now. No, you got to analyse the situation first. You don't just because that ball's gone, don't just say push up all of a sudden, because you don't know what's going on. We will push up and we're staggered. Now the ball's gone straight back over, and they're running one way, we're running the other. So now they got the momentum, and that's what, in the end, it fell to somebody who was basically open.
So I was talking to 4 earlier, and how many chances did they have before 4? Like the whole game, how many chances?
Yeah, I just felt like they had none. Like Tom didn't have a save to make. He literally just caught the ball, and then other than the bit of a random one that railed off the post, they were pretty much. He just picked the ball out of the net twice, didn't he? Whereas like their keeper made like 10 saves.
Yeah.
I reckon in the end.
How many chances did you miss, Ash?
Plus Ash missed, I missed, Mark
I hit the
missed.
post. Hit the
scored,
post.
Ash, you scored.
And he blocked one.
Yeah, your goal was good though. Your goal was mustard, man. Trust me. Yeah, so half time, we've come off, we jumped loads of steps. Come off, and we kind of worked it out, but still there was a lot of negative talk, but we kind of ironed it out later on, right or wrong? Am I correct?
Yeah.
And I felt like
But there's still a few things. Just because we did get back in the game, there's still a few things that we need to address, innit? Because
Go on, let's talk
you
about
don't
it.
improve on stuff that you're already good at.
Exactly.
You improve on the stuff that's bad.
Talk about it then, let's go. What's the stuff that we need
It's
to
the
work on?
comfortability, innit? It's the still wanting the ball when it's not going our way. I feel like nobody wanted the ball.
That's true.
And what we usually do,
Yeah.
we wasn't doing.
Finishing, the finishing was a bit bad.
To say the least, I was coming short. They're saying no one's coming short. When I come short, it was going longer. Like vice versa, when I'm going longer.
So tell me,
the
the difference from the first half to the second half.
The shape in the first half was terrible. Negative, very defensive.
First half, I think we tried to hit, because nobody wanted the ball, we tried to hit too many Hollywood balls over the top against the wind. We know we're playing against the wind. The ball's not really carried it, and it was easy for them to defend. Yeah, we were too far apart as a team. The shape wasn't right.
Our end product, whether it's a cross or a shot, it needs to be better. Like Deshane now, yeah, he's been in about 3 of the same situation in one game, and he took the shot too late. When if he took the shot 2 seconds earlier or a second earlier, it gives himself a better chance to score a goal. Or whoever, if Dills on the right could have crossed the ball more, or whoever's on the left could have crossed the ball more. Little D didn't really get a chance to do anything today because he was just defending more than he was going forward.
Too much.
So
Too much defensive work for Little D.
I feel like I had a bad game today, but I feel like because I was like fed to the wolves, like, am I going, am I staying? Like there's times when the ball's there, bouncing about 5 yards in front of me, I think should I go and get that? I'll go halfway to go get it, I think no, actually make it stay back.
Yeah,
and then they'll skip.
That's what it was.
That's what it was today. Yeah.
But we ironed it out, yeah? So what's the difference between the first half and the second half?
Braver.
Yeah?
Much braver. Our position. I don't know about confident, it was just braver. And our positioning was way better. I'm telling you, the first half was so negative.
And he was like, Mark, get out. And because I was in the mood of the first half sitting back,
Yeah.
we was on 3-2. They went to shit after about 5 minutes of that second half. They couldn't control it. All they did was give it to their centre back, and he blasted it out of touch like about 4 or 5 times.
He done it bare times. Kofi, that was Kofi.
He's got in his head.
Yeah,
get to him.
Good.
Give him the 21.
Locked him up, and we were playing a genuine midfield alongside theirs.
Yeah,
to combat it.
Gone-
I thought first.
Gone man for man, isn't it? They've had 3, stayed on the deepest one, and gone man for man. That's it. If they can't collect the ball, no centre halves in this league are going to be able to play properly. None of them. Once we get our shape right and press right, once we put pressure on their centre halves, they're going to kick it into touch.
Because like when Dills and Dish gets the ball in them certain channels, they're gone. That's so. Even though I said Dish needs a sort out his maybe a shooting or whatever end product, what he gives us going forward is good though, because he gives us that opportunity to get into the final third. They're scared. If you see, they was a bit shook of him, to be honest.
So what I'll ask is, comparing from the first half to the second half, do you feel that, because the way it sounds is that you took the game to them, which then stifled their game plan? Because I'm hearing them to play back to the centre back, and all their centre backs doing is just lofting it forward.
Yeah, because that's where we had the
You're basically stopping them from playing their game, and
that is the motherfucking shape. That is all it is.
It's not that. It's the intensity.
Bro.
Because the first time, the shape was right.
No.
The first 10 minutes, of course it was.
Bro, no. The
shape's not
Little
wrong.
D was playing far back.
No,
bro.
what I'm saying though, we were still in our shape, but deeper.
No,
still,
because
of course he
where
was.
Little D was collecting the ball was in our half. But
No, but the shape of it, the actual 3, 2.
bro, Rashford
the
was
shape.
tucking in. How's that the shape?
It's the intensity. I think it's the intensity. I think
Bradley was
The intensity
was pushing a
needs to
bit
be
more as well.
right.
Bradley would like say their right winger would get the ball or be looking to get the ball. Bradley would go and press the person who was trying to give the ball to him. So like their right back.
Yeah.
And then I'll try to swing around and get that right winger, or Ty might come and sweep round or whatever. Brad was offering more going forward as well, because we didn't have that from the left back position.
Oh, yeah,
from left wing position, he was offering more.
And
So he got the ball more. Obviously, Rashford can do that, but
There's no diss on Tierney as well, but I just think against these kind of men, they're just gonna chop him up all day long, and they're gonna hurt him a bit.
so like even last week, Brad was quality in centre mid, and we changed it. And I think it maybe affected us. And then this week, he was alright in centre mid, but he was better on the left wing. So when it's like horses for courses, isn't it? So against certain teams, he would be centre mid. Against other teams, might have to be after left.
I think Ty came on and played absolutely.
Yeah, he changed the game.
And he's not afraid to tackle.
Yeah.
I think that's what we was missing in the first half.
Yeah, because he was hitting Marvin. Marvin was in the game in the second half.
It's
He
like
didn't
they
have
need
so
to
much
know those in
space.
the game. Our hard man cut his beard and lost his strength.
Samson.
Our boy Ty came on to do a bit. It's like throwing it around
I
a
will
bit.
say, when they're just knocking it to each other, I can't chase down everything. Like, they had so much time in the midfield.
Nothing to do with your beard then, no?
Nothing to Samson effect.
But that's why I say because I'm lazy. I'm lazy. So I think of shortcuts. So I'm thinking, why am I gonna go chase you? You're just gonna bop it to him and bop it in behind me. So I'm just gonna stay here where you want to be in the first. When you're in, you want to be here. So I'll stay here instead, and then you stay in front of me. That's what I'm saying to Brad and you to do in the first half. So not exactly sit on our toes, but just like maybe 5 or 10 yards in front of us, but parallel to each other. If the ball goes out left, you shuffle. If the ball goes out right, you shuffle. But we like this because you're getting told to press. I know it's not your fault entirely because getting told to press, so he's thinking, fuck, let me go break the line.
To be fair to Mark, he's too nice. He listens to you, whatever you say, he'll do.
I
I tell him, fucking, come up here, he'll do it. So he's just.
Instructions from the side and from behind and all the rest of it.
To be fair, we didn't say much, in the first half.
There was the sit back and just.
There was.
We said, like Ash said, do we sit back for 2 minutes? And I said, yeah. But I'm saying, with you two in the middle, just zone. There's no point chasing the ball around. Just be zonal. And that's exactly what he's saying. But it's like, we're still doing that. But I didn't want to blame none of the midfielders. It was just about, all I was thinking, let's get to the second half. Let's get to half time. Let's just get there because we can communicate it better. Because when you're shouting, Baba, Marcel's saying something, Ash is saying, like, when there's too many voices,
It's confusion.
we get lost in translation. Exactly.
Yeah. Panic. We was 1-0 down from, to be honest, a really good finish. Like, we shouldn't have allowed it. But it was a really good finish.
It was a good finish.
He was in that game.
Yeah.
He was against the wind downhill with the sun in their eyes.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm not blaming on like
I'm 4 for losing the toss. We're not blaming him for that.
Really, all this analysis.
Sometimes
I said tails.
sometimes we get caught up in that football chat as well, like that press.
Yeah,
and it's like
yeah.
people take it way too literally.
Yeah.
Like they just go
That's
steaming in
why-
after.
but-
Not you, like
No,
other
people on the sideline.
But even though, like, say we get the ball, let's say 4 gets the ball outright. Like Tom's just giving the ball. Then the other centre back, whether it's me or Marcel or whatever, will go forward. I'm like, no, now you're gone beyond this. That he's already got midfielders in there. You don't need to go forward. You drop off to get the ball, and he knocks it back to you, and we recycle. Or you know what I mean. So once he gets the ball, your option is not to go forward. I've said this every week, isn't it? As a defender, your option, don't run forward. You drop off a bit, and you can go back.
We didn't have a collector, did we, in the first half?
To be honest, I didn't want the ball too often in this because I knew when I got that ball, the 2 times I got the ball, the options were like few to none.
Few and far between them.
And the ones that I did try to give the ball to, they've literally had a man. The ones with the most time, Little D and Rash, and both times they
Collected
like,
it
they
deep
hit
in
them
our
on
half.
the 50-50
Yeah.
because they're the only ones. And the other ones was literally behind their number 10 or whatever.
That's the intensity that Leicester
Yeah, that's where Bradley was different because Bradley was always open. When you got the ball, you can knock it to Brad.
But yeah, so like we said, I think we figured it out. I do want to say the changes helped. So big up management on that. Don't look at me like that. But
It's blitz.
to them, it felt like a loss. To us, how did it feel?
A loss. For me, it felt because I feel like if we started out, we ended
it's
the
a
game.
point, bro.
We would have
It's
won.
like a-
We would have won that game if we started out.
It's a point saved. Yeah, that second goal was more disappointing than the first because at 1-0 down at half time, we're still very much in the game. At 2-0, we made it hard for ourselves. Whereas if we get back to 1-1, we probably go on and win it. Whereas the second goal, we're always chasing the draw after that. So I'll take a point.
Last minute as well.
Yeah, they gutted. And they were wasting so much time in that second half.
Their
Every time.
cameraman was talking about, you're hurt. He said, what did he say to Marcel?
We were hurt.
Straight away, as soon as we scored, I turned around to him. What are you saying? I said something worse than that, but I'm not going to say it.
He said, you're rattled.
Yeah, that's it. He's rattled, boys. He's rattled.
But they
This
were
guy's
saying that from
not
the
even
start,
taller than
you
the
know?
camera. Like, he's about 5'2".
They were saying that from the start that we was rattled and then they got into our heads.
was.
and all that.
After the first 10
When they were
minutes.
saying it in the first half, they wasn't wrong.
Yeah, after the first 10 minutes, where we controlled the first 10 minutes, and after that, when they got into it, we were rattled. We were panicking a lot, trying to hit them 50-yard balls, cross field.
We had to deal with another issue. The 26, I think it was his number, wasn't it? He was popping up and causing.
He didn't even do much. It's just his movement was killing us.
Like movement, and we didn't really, and we sort of did like no one really got anything wrong. We didn't quite figure out how to deal with him in the game. And then we took the decision to just step up on him just to try and nullify it.
Yeah.
And he didn't see the ball for 5-10 minutes, and then he was picking up from the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And that threat was gone, and all of a sudden they were nowhere near as big a threat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was the thing that I said at half time.
But
It was a numbers thing.
But the problem we had was in the game, in the half, we couldn't take that decision. Because, like I said, there was a lot of shouting, we were worried, we were backing off, we couldn't, and it took the half time of it, me, Mars, and Barbara just kind of went, right, well, let's just. And that, to be fair, Lee, you said, like, look, do it, and if it goes wrong, it's on me. And because you're worried about, as a defender, like someone getting behind you in the goal. So we just took the gamble to kind of step up on him, and literally he didn't see the ball for 5 minutes, and he was picking up off the goal.
We know how they play.
We need to be a bit more braver. It sounds like we just need to be a bit more braver.
We need to take our fucking chances. How many chances do we have today?
Like, ultimately, like all this, I said that to Ben. Like all of that, everything we're talking about is all very good, but we had a lot of chances, man.
You gotta have that killer instinct. This is what I'm saying. Remember in pre-season, we didn't do no shooting practice.
But now we got goals. No one fucking turns up, bro. Now we got goals,
struggling. That 6
we ain't
o'clock
got, no
start
one
is
turns up, bro.
Yeah,
But
early.
now next week we're 7 till 9, Drapers Field.
Yeah, I'm there.
Wednesdays.
Wednesdays, yeah, I'm there. That's nice.
2 hours. Man can't complain, innit?
That's nice.
Yeah, 7 till 9. I want £5 at least. It's 2
that's
hours,
money.
man. Shit.
You know with the guys in them attacking, even for like, but you did shoot, to be honest. Like, as soon as the ball came, he shot. It was a bit of a dodgy one, but you just got to have that. Once that ball gets to you don't even have to look at the goal. You should know where it is. Just smack it, hit the target.
Strikers know
At this level.
Strikers know where the goal is, Brad.
Yeah.
Like, defenders don't. always.
But I'm saying, but like, so
Midfielders.
this, little D, Ash done it. But his second one was a bit dodgy. The other shot you had, you know what I'm talking about, innit?
Yeah.
But you went for it though, at least. Like, you didn't remember. You know what
Well,
I'm talking
there's a couple of times when he come to Rashford. The keeper saved it. It fell to you.
Yeah, man.
The keeper saved it. Like,
And he bundled you over.
and then you fell. You rolled in it. You tried to grab your leg. Bro, there's so many things we could
I
talk
thought it was
about.
a goal. And you saved it.
So many things. Like, and this keeper's just come out of nowhere. I didn't know if he was on the floor, standing up. It just didn't make sense.
Making this keeper
Saved
sound
him.
sick.
Saved
Just for the record keeper, you're not good. Just, like, you just got lucky today.
And they were running up their mouth like it's crazy. But 2-2, and we saw in the rest of the leagues. DTFC won 11-0. West Essex won 11-0. Chigwell Town beat Blue Marlin 4-0. So it looks like this was the battle of the old boys, boy. But so it goes.
Competitive. They were,
Yeah, it was a good
side.
game.
We're a good side. They're a good side.
No, they were good. You can't write them off. They were
They
decent.
good.
Yeah,
They're
got some
good.
good players.
They're good. And normally I'll chat shit and say, yeah, we're the better side, but they're actually good. Innit? Like,
Yeah, there's some good players in there. They got some.
So what about when you said that at half time? Was you right or wrong?
I said, no, I asked the question,
Yeah, I'm just-
were they better than
I'm
us?
just asking you the
I
question,
asked the
like.
question if they're better than us, and I don't think they're better than us. I don't think that. I know they can play, but as I was saying throughout the game, they're just keeping the ball. They're not having any chances. They're not having chances. If we put our chances away, it would have been 5-2. Right or wrong?
We had far more chances than it. I missed one.
If we put our chances away, would we have walked away winning? They can keep the ball, they can pop it around, yeah? And we were saying this again Pep says it. If a team keeps the ball a lot, it makes you feel some type of way that you're losing. But we were still in it. It was only 1-0.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So what if they've got the ball? If it's only 1-0 and there's one goal in it, we can go and win this. And that's what I'm trying to say. But it's the same old shit, innit? Like, Lee's only talking and I'm not Pep.
We've got goals in the team, and when the strikers start finishing, someone's gonna get a right old pasting. But until then,
2-2 will do us.
we'll take the point.
Like a game like today, I feel like how we started, we just should have stayed with that 4-3-3 throughout the game. With them 3 in midfield, would have been easier. For you, would have helped you out a lot more, innit? Because we didn't need that extra guy at the back.
Last season we played them with 4-3-3. That was my first game. We played 4-3, and we pushed up on their because their left back went off. Their left back's very good. Their number 3, but he went off. And Marvin was killing us last year as well. Not that not that game before. But if you stop their midfielders from getting the ball, they can't play. It was the 10, 11 and 26 was bossing the game. The rest of them are supporting half.
When we had the three in the midfield, we said the first 10 minutes we was playing good.
Yeah.
We took an extra man out of midfield.
No,
and
but
that's
bro,
when
we was
started
playing that
going
for 25 minutes, you know? We played that for 25 minutes.
So that's when we was doing good. And as soon as we changed it, that's when Brad and Mark was a bit overrun.
Okay, cool. And like I said, I'll put my hands up and I'll take that. Second half, when we had a bit more balls and we done what we had to do and we made the intensity, it worked.
Yeah.
But us playing
I'll go more
4-3-3,
with the bollocks and intensity.
but yeah, playing 4-4-3 is lazy. It's a lazy game.
Chasing shot, well,
It's lazy. And the reason why I say it's lazy is because we can control the game more with the 4 and the 3 at the back. And then we've got Ash that drops in and up and down. Because when we've got Dylan and Deshane or whoever's up there doing defensive work. What?
Edit that bit out.
What? This bit?
Yeah, come on, carry
down,
on.
up and down. Yeah, bro. My babe knows, isn't it?
But I'm saying, if they're doing a lot of defensive work, it makes it hard. As soon as we took that out of that role with Deshane and Dylan, as soon as Terry come in as well, he's slotting into Deshane. Deshane had 3 chances.
Yeah,
in
a short
5
space
minutes.
of time. Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about. Now, if he had to do that run, it's the same thing last season. He's burnt out by the time he's got there. Same thing with Dylan as well. So, at the end of the day, anyway.
So when
2-2.
when I say 4-3-3, I think the whole front three, just give them a license to do what they want. You lot stay, because we've got 3 midfielders and 4 defenders, 7 men to do all the work, to defensive work. So let them 3 do. That's how I think. Anyway. I wouldn't be calling my wingers back.
You know what? We used to do that, and then everyone's looking around, but why are you 3 standing up there?
But if it's from the get-go, we know they're allowed to do
that before.
that. Then no one can say nothing. I remember the times when Dish used to be left wing and he's defending all the time. And I remember with them times there, I was saying the same thing. Let him just stay forward. Because his job is to go forward.
But these are all the tactics that we're trying to learn throughout, innit? And we're learning, right, Baba? We're learning. But anyway, quickly, can we go around the table quickly and do man of the match? Who's your man of the match, P?
Come back.
Baba?
Shit, man.
I'm gonna get it to Ty.
Ty, yeah?
I don't know. Bradley. Because you know why, yeah? Because once he went out to the left side, he's assisted, he's kept that little short guy a bit more quiet than he was as well. And that little short guy was giving us problems in the first half.
Tom?
From where I could see, I would say Dylan.
Yeah?
Because there was a time where, in the second half, where we needed to start putting it on them, run with the ball, and he started that. And then I think everyone else started to follow.
Cool. So Dylan, we've got Dylan, Ty, who do you say?
Bradley.
Mark?
Probably a toss-up between Ty and I'm going to say Little D, because the work he done defensively was ridiculous. I know that's not what we wanted, but Giza was everywhere first half. He was absolutely everywhere. So I don't know, one of them two. Ty was excellent.
So which one?
Ty.
Ty, yeah? Alright, cool. Dills, you want to vote? Ty? Ty? Ty got man of the match, gentlemen. Well done. Donkey of the day, who's that going to? The cameraman or Marquita? Why Marquita? Tell?
Leave her.
I say
Donkey of the day.
I say the cameraman for me.
On their team.
Yeah, but one, he was talking to himself. For time.
Yeah.
I had to look around at him. I was like, bro, who are you talking to? He said, I'm talking to the camera. Man was saying, the ball's gone in the bush. I can't believe it. Marvin's fantastic. Looks like Xavi Alonso. All of this shit.
Is he commentating having
I don't know what he's
Xavi
doing.
Alonso, that you think, cool, he was fantastic, but come on, get your
Bro, I didn't know what he was talking about. So for me, he's one. Anyone else?
Nah, I'll go with that.
Cameraman?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright, cool. Alright, gents. I know that there's 2 players here. They ain't really said much, but
That's cool.
next week's your time, innit?
Yes.
So big up everyone around the table again. Big up our sponsors. There's a big whole heap. I'm going to get a list for next week. So don't watch this one. Thank you for listening, everyone. Peace out, A-Town down. Peace.